Hi guys, it's Sarah Price and we are on mile marker number 4. We've already worked through 3 really key aspects of our business and we are now on to mile marker number 4. So this is where it might get a little scary for you guys, but that's okay. So mile marker number 4 is reaching out to 20 people from your list, from the Frank's list that we worked through in mile marker number 3. So you might be listening to this right now and your heart might be pounding and you might be feeling a little sweaty and might be feeling anxious. And I just want you to know that that's okay. It's okay to be apprehensive about reaching out and messaging people about Plexus or talking to them about Plexus. We have all been in your shoes. We have all been there. We've all been scared. We've all been nervous, and that's okay. It's okay to do hard things. It's okay. We've kind of already talked about this before. It's okay to do things that stretch us and to do things that really make us grow. So I know that I definitely was scared to reach out in the beginning, but it's kind of like anything new. You know, when you do anything new for the first time, it is scary, and because it's an unknown, and you maybe don't feel totally confident, and that's okay. I promise that the more you do it, the more comfortable you will be doing it, and the better you will get at it. So, but you have to take that first step. The only way to conquer your fear is just to go through it. We can't go around it. We can't go under it. We can't go over it. We just have to plow through that fear. So I'm excited for you guys all to do this if you haven't already started doing it. But okay, so our mile marker is to reach out to 20 people on that list. And I mean, that sounds like a lot, right? And so our deadline for this is not going to be tomorrow. I'm not going to have you reach out to 20 people all at once in one day. So we're going to take a few days to do this. Typically, we talk about reaching out to 5 new people a day with our 5-3-1 method. So if you haven't heard of 5-3-1, that's basically reaching out to 5 new people about Plexus, following up with 3, and then training 1 person. It could be someone on your team if you have some people signed up with you, or that 1 person could just be yourself, training yourself, watching videos and researching products. That counts too. So 5 people a day, 20 people for this mile marker. I want to give you guys some tips. Before you jump into this, I want you guys to be able to do it effectively. There have been so many people who have gone before us and who have really honed in on this skill and who have shared their tips with us. And I kind of compiled some of that into a training that I did a few months back. So I'm going to post the link to that training. And I'm trying to remember how long it is. Oh gosh, it's probably about an hour. So take it in chunks if you need to, but I promise it is filled with so much good information that I have gotten from other trainings and from other people. So I think you guys will learn a ton from that video. So I'm going to post the link to that. Before you start reaching out, take time to watch that video and take notes. I know we're all busy, so stick an earbud in while you're folding laundry or making dinner. Listen to it in chunks if you have to, a little bit in the car if you need to, but work through that before you start reaching out, because I want you guys to have the tips and the tools that you need. There's a couple of scripts in there that I think will be really helpful. So work through that video and then work on that 20 list. A lot of us feel most comfortable starting with people that we know well, but I've had people on my team who feel the opposite. They'd rather go, with people that they don't know as well. They're a little bit more, apprehensive about close friends and family, and that's okay. The important thing is just to do it, just to jump in and to do it. So pick 20 people from that list and start sending them some messages. So obviously you can't post 20 different screenshots in the comments of this video. That would make the comments just incredibly long. So what I want you to do is you're going to have to download an app, some sort of app that allows you to make a collage or a collage, or how you can put several pictures into one picture. I'm trying to think of, let me grab my phone, I'll tell you which one I have. It's called, just a second. I think it's just called Instagram layout or layout. I can't really tell. So what you're going to do is you're going to, and you may not be able to get all 20 into one little picture, so you may have to do a few different ones, but I want you to compile a screenshot of those messages into one collage, or 2 or 3 collages, or however many you need to fit in, and then post those to the comments of this video, and that will serve as your entry into this mile marker for the giveaway at the end. So make sure to watch that video. There's also, I'll post links to a couple different videos too that I really love, that are a little bit shorter than the training that I did. But I'm also going to post a link to a training on 3-way messaging. So let me talk about this real quick before I let you guys get to it. 3-way messaging is, if you haven't already heard of it, or if you haven't already done it, basically what it is you creating a message with the potential that you're talking to, whether it's somebody about products or business. And so the potential customer or ambassador, you and your upline. And this is incredibly powerful, not just when you're starting out, but anytime. So there's a thing that we call third-party validation. Third-party validation is really, really powerful. And that just means that the information is coming from someone other than you. And I don't know why we're wired this way, but we just are. When we hear information from a third party, from somebody else, we just are much more likely to trust that information. And I don't want to say people aren't going to believe you if you're just talking to them one-on-one, but it's just somebody who is who's validating and who's backing up the things that you have already told them. So that's why these 3-way messages are so awesome. They're also great because if you're first starting out, it's an amazing training tool. I call it on-the-job training. It's the best on-the-job training you can get, because you will start these 3-way messages and let your upline do all the talking. They are familiar with products and with business, and maybe a little more practiced than you are if you're just starting out. So let them kind of guide that conversation and ask the potential questions, and just see how they sort of engage in conversation with with your potential customer or ambassador, and learn from that. Take note of the types of questions they ask, and how they build belief in the products before we ever talk about price. We leave price till the very, very end, so that we can really communicate how awesome our products and our business are, so that people aren't scared off right off the bat. So yeah, and I think that video is about 10 minutes, maybe even less. So take a minute to watch that video too, so that you are familiar with what 3-way messages look like, and so that you're able to get those started when you start getting responses back from those people that you're reaching out to. This is such a key part of your business. So posting on Facebook is awesome. You're able to reach a really wide audience with posting on Facebook. But ultimately, if you really, really want your business to grow, this is a step that you're going to have to take. This will be the thing that propels your business forward, and that will help you keep making momentum forward in your business. So I'm excited for you all to take this step. If you've already been doing it, then that's great. That's awesome. You're maybe a step ahead of some of the rest of us. But if this is your first time, I'm really excited for you to do that. And again, it's going to be scary at first, but that's okay. Allow yourself to be a little bit scared and a little bit nervous. I've heard somebody say that one of their tips is to send a message, or send out your messages right before you go to bed, and then you can't be scared and, be worried about what they're going to say and what they're going to respond to. So do it right before you go to bed, and that way you can sleep on it, and I promise you'll feel better about it in the morning. Again, if you have any questions, always feel free to ask here, and make sure to get your collages in the comments below when you're done. And again, I'll post the deadline for this mile marker with this video so that you guys know, and I'll give you, of course, we'll take a few days to work on this, because this is going to take a little bit for you guys to think through, watch the video, and then have time to reach out to all of those 20 people. So this is a really exciting step, and I cannot wait to see all of the interest you guys get from reaching out to you, friends and family. So you guys all have a great day, and we will talk soon.